Hello and welcome to Market House, a show where we talk all things Disney. My name is Caleb and I am the host of this show, and I want to welcome back anyone who is returning and welcome any newcomers to the show. And again, like I said, we talk all things Disney, so whether that means the Disneyland Park, Disney World, Disney Cruise, the movies, what have you, right? Video games, shoot, I don't know. Anything that has that Disney logo or company name attached to it, we usually chat about. So again, welcome to this week's episode. It's been an interesting one, to say the least. This past week has been full of surprises and not fun ones, and that is I've been breaking out in hives this entire week, and no idea why. It's frustrating, it's itchy, I'm going to go crazy, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to peel my skin off by the end of this week if it continues like it has been. But holy smokes, let me tell you, antihistamines have been my best friend, right? Allegra has been awesome. And what's that thing called that you take at nighttime that I've been taking? Anyways, another antihistamine that makes you go to sleep I've been taking at nighttime, because if I don't, I'm up for a few hours just itching my skin off until I fall asleep at 4 in the morning. So it's been fun. Don't recommend this if you have hives or have experienced this in the past. For the love, I don't know how you did it, and I don't know how I'm going to survive, but I'll get through it, I guess, because I have to, because it is what it is. So anyways, that's been fun, but enough about health things and stuff. Let's dive into the news of this past week, and actually, it's going to be a short one, folks. We're going to just cover the latest Disney news and get out of here, because you know what? Short and sweet sometimes good, and that's what we're going to do this week. So let's cover the latest news. All right, so first up is some interesting, kind of unexpected news, and I don't know if anyone in the Disney community really knew this was coming. It's kind of an interesting announcement or endeavor by the Disney company, but Disney has announced a kind of new creative arm for the company called Story Living by Disney. I had to think about that for a second. Story Living is the name of this new creative arm, and that basically is a new creative design community. I don't even know how to explain it. So basically, they're designing communities now all over the U.S., and the first community they will be designing is called Cotino. It's a new planned community that's going to be located in Rancho Mirage. And if you don't know where the heck that is near Palm Springs. Everyone knows where Palm Springs is at, right? It's like the high desert down there in California, southern, central, I don't know. But it's hot as heck, and that's where this is going to be located. And it's being designed by Story Living, which is the new kind of a department or whatever for the Disney company. And apparently, according to them, this is the first of many communities that they'll be developing. And they haven't announced the other locations yet, but this is the first one they have announced. Cotino will have 1,900 residential units on 618 acres. So they've purchased quite the plot there. And they did say pricing is going to be set by the developer. So Disney's not actually building these homes, right? That's a home builder, and I don't know the exact home builder that's doing that. But Disney's the design creative, like a master planned community. And a lot of states have these now in parts of the states. But where we live around Sacramento, this has been a thing for years. And, it's these giant, almost kind of mini towns within cities. It's a master planned community, right? So you've got residential areas, and then they kind of think through everything. Then they've got, stores located right next to you guys, and then parks, and there's trails that connect all those things together, so you can walk from the park to your home to Target. And so anyways, it's basically that Disney style. So I'm sure there's going to be a lot of story interwoven through there and attention to detail like no other, because I'm assuming these homes are not going to be cheap at all. So what makes it special though? What makes it have the Disney charm or Disney twist? And apparently, let me tell you what that looks like. So residents will find water recreation activities, cooking classes, seminars on wellness or philanthropic projects, and these are all going to be run by cast members across the community. So again, I think it's going to come with that Disney sense of customer service and planned activities for people that want to take part in these things. Disney also plans to have a mixed-use district open to the public, shopping, dining, entertainment, a hotel, and a beach park. So it looks like it's all going to be surrounding a giant lake right in the middle of this community, and that giant lake has a huge beach around it. So it looks very, very pretty. Also means lots of money. And again, I'm sure this will be kind of exclusive, right? It's going to have that exclusive price tag. So that's what I would expect. I wouldn't expect this to have normal pricing for what nothing's normal anymore, right? Post-pandemic, homes are going for $1 million and they're like a shack. So who knows what these things are going to go for, but I'm curious to see what more information comes out in the coming weeks. Another interesting thing is that certain neighborhoods will be designated for residents 55 and older. So you've got some kind of retirement communities there. And yeah, it looks cool. I mean, I'm sure these things are going to be like, I don't know, I'm guessing 2 million plus. I mean, at least. So again, exclusive. It looks cool. I don't know if we can participate in this Disney experience, but maybe we can go check out the restaurant that they end up, building there. But anyways, looks interesting. If you've got a spare few $1 million just sitting around burning a hole in your pocket, consider Cotino as your vacation home purchase. Next up is not so great news for people. Good news for Disney, and that is Walt Disney World is raising ticket prices again. Womp womp. So this is, again, kind of expected. Every year or every couple of years, Disney does raise prices on tickets, and unfortunately, 2022 was the year for Walt Disney World. The last time they did this was March of 2019, pre-pandemic, and so they thought, you know what, people are coming, and honestly, they can do this, because let me tell you, we've been on Disney Twitter, Disney Instagram, all the stuff, and that park is packed to the gills. Clearly, all capacity restrictions have been lifted. They're at 100% capacity. Wait times are insane right now. So Disney's packing it out, and hotels are selling out left and right. And people, there's just really a lot of pent-up demand, I think, from the pandemic. People couldn't travel for quite a while. So it's back, man. And Disney's taking advantage of that and raising their prices. So ticket prices were increased by 2 to 6%. Some tickets weren't affected, though. 1 to 3 day single park tickets, so the ones that you can't park hop with, those weren't increased, as well as 1 to 2 park hopper tickets, 1 to 2 day park hopper tickets. So anyways, a few there weren't affected. So if you're planning kind of shorter trips, you're in the clear, but 3+, 4+ days there, you're going to see those increases. So let me give you some examples here. So single park, 4 days previous to this price increase, the price ranged from $434 to $596. Now those range from $447 to $596. So it looks like the cap didn't grow, just the kind of that base price did grow up. So park hopper, same thing. 4 days was $525 to $687. Those now range from $540 to $687. So looks like some minor increases there. Again, every dollar counts. I would expect anywhere from $15 to $25, essentially a ticket for your next trip. So multiply that by that's a decent chunk of change. So I'd say $50 to $100 is what you'd expect as the increase out of your pocket. So dang, it's just more expensive to go, but that is the reality of being a Disney fan, is that, they treat you well when you're in the parks, but holy smokes, it's a lot of money to get in there. So again, not a huge surprise, but just the unfortunate reality of just whatever. Corporations, they raise prices. So Disney raised prices. Again, they're going to keep doing this as long as demand is there, and it's there, man. It is rampant. It's going crazy. So I think you can still lock in, though, ticket through reseller. So I think if you did go to Undercover Tourist or kind of websites like that, right? Getaway Today, I know, is another one. If you go there, I think they're honoring the old prices for the next week or two. So if you're planning a trip, I would lock in those old prices so you don't have to pay these elevated prices later. So anyways, good luck, folks. And again, save those pennies. Next up, we've got some West Coast news, and that is the Toontown closure. Disney has officially announced the date of this closure. So it looks like it's going to close on March 9th. March 9th is going to be the date that Toontown officially closes for about a year. It's going to reopen in early 2023, and this is for the transformation project that they announced late last year. So this is the kind of new park area. I think there's going to be like a big tree and grass so kids can kind of free roam. I'm saying like they're cattle, like the free range children out there, man. No, I think it's just a place for kind of parents to chill and relax while the kids go and get some energy out. And this is, of course, for Mickey's Runaway Railway as well. They're finishing that project. And there's just a few sprucing up items I think they have to get done over the next year. So if you want to visit Toontown, make sure to get that in pretty much the next couple of weeks because it's closing March 9th for a grand refurbishment and will not reopen until early 2023. All right, and our last news item is the Galactic Starcruiser. Some more kind of news is leaking and trickling out of the Disney social media sphere, and the media previews have officially started for the Galactic Starcruiser experience. So Disney, kind of get some hype and some buzz, will send and invite some folks out for free, whether that be influencers, journalists, what have you, travel journalists and Disney Twitter people, kind of personalities. They're invited out for free by Disney saying, hey, we'll pay for everything. Just head out here for a week and check out this new experience and write your thoughts. Now, I'm not saying this is like for sure the thing or what happens, but it wouldn't surprise me that, if someone was sent, pretty much given a $4,000 experience for free and said, tell us your thoughts. Oh, by the way, if you want to be invited again, you're not going to give a scathing review, right? So I don't know. I don't think Disney comes out and says that right to their faces, but I think it's kind of implied with the, hey, if you want to continue to get invited, you're going to be pretty nice to us. Even if you don't like this thing, you're going to be kind of like, lukewarm on it. So anyways, I wouldn't expect. So basically what I'm saying is they can start releasing videos and reviews and all that stuff Friday, February 25th. So it's about a week before, or a few days before the official opening of the Starcruiser on March 1st. So March 1st is when the first tour, I don't know what to call it. It's so unique. The first experience starts for normal guests. And the week leading up to that is all the media preview stuff. So anyways, you're going to see some videos and reviews come out on Friday, February 25th. I would, take them at face value, I guess. I wouldn't put too much weight in those reviews just because they might be a little biased, and I don't blame those people. I don't know. I mean, if that's their way of living and they kind of have to get this content out there and that's how they pay their bills, I get it, right? You don't want to lose opportunities in the future, but at the same time, to be fair to the people, hopefully people are honest and give their honest opinions because this is a chunk of change. Like we said before, for a family of like 4 people, this experience is like $5,000-$6,000 or something like that. So it is not cheap. It's 2 nights, and you can do a lot of things with $5,000-$6,000. So anyways, I'm curious to see what this thing ends up being. If you remember when they announced Galaxy's Edge at both Disneyland and Disney World, they kind of promised a very interactive and kind of all-encompassing experience, right? When you walked in and you interacted with some guests and stuff, they would remember you. They would use a unique language and unique keywords, right? That were only in terms that were unique to Batu, which is where it's supposed to be. If you incurred damage, right? If you damage that Millennium Falcon and that Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, if you damage that ship, they would call you out, right? If you went to one of the restaurants and they would like know you were in there because of your magic band or your phone or something, and they'd be like, hey, you damaged it. You owe me some credits, bro. And anyways, it's supposed to be super interactive, right? Droids were supposed to be going around talking to people. Actors were supposed to be going around interacting. That didn't happen at all. Like they cut out like 90% of all that stuff. You get some interaction with some folks. They use some cool things like morning sun or something like that. That's it. It's money. It's not credits anymore. It's like, hey, it's $15.85 using credit card, bro. So again, I don't blame the cast members or anyone, or they're not the decision makers there. I think it's a bigger issue or whatever. I think you have to go above a couple rungs on the ladder to see who's actually making those decisions. But I say all that to say is I I don't know. I don't have super high hopes for this because, again, Galactic Grill, Galaxy's Edge sounded amazing when they pitched it, and it's still a cool land, but it's nowhere near what it was supposed to be. So I'm a little worried that this Galactic Starcruiser, with all this hype, and it's supposed to be so interactive, and you're supposed to dress up, and it's going to be 2 days of just pure Star Wars whatever. I'm just a little nervous that it's not going to really deliver, because that's hard, man. Like, having an all-encompassing 2 full days of Star Wars content in the world, all engrossing, I don't know. That just it's a tall order, and again, for the price they're charging, I think people have really high expectations. So I hope it's cool. Honestly, I think that's in the best interest for everybody, for the people that are going, and Disney themselves, right? It's in their best interest that this thing goes well, and I really do hope it goes well, but I am a little concerned that it's going to kind of turn into Galaxy's Edge, where the idea was really cool, and the 25% that's delivered is decent. It's cool, right? I like it. It's not $5,000 cool. So again, I hope I'm wrong on that. I have a sinking feeling that's the reality, but I hope I'm wrong. I hope Disney proves us all wrong, right? With those early promo videos that everyone made fun of and they ended up deleting. I hope that was just a terrible representation of this product, and it's going to blow all of us out of the water, and I'll be rushing to spend $5,000. I mean, this won't happen for a long time. Trust me, folks. I haven't won the lottery, but maybe in 10 years when I've got this thing saved up, I'll be able to enjoy the Galactic Starcruiser. So anyways, if you're going, or if you have any stories, please reach out to us on Instagram. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the Galactic Starcruiser. If you're going, plan on going, if you're like, heck no, I'm never giving them $1 of my money, I'm just curious to see what the general sentiment for this experience is. So anyways, that's it. It was short and sweet. I promised a short and sweet episode. We've been doing, longer form stuff, and I just wanted to get you the news and kind of what mattered for this week, and we'll be back with some more shenanigans next week. Thank you so much for listening. You can visit us and find us on Instagram at Market House Podcast, where my wife is doing a fantastic job of posting pictures of our previous adventures at the parks, and we'll have some more for you in the next couple of weeks after our visit in the springtime. We're actually catching the Food and Wine Festival. That's what it's called, and excited for that trip. So we'll have some fun, new updated pictures for you guys. And again, consider leaving a review if you can on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. That would help us out immensely. And just hearing your feedback on the show, I would really appreciate that. So thank you so much. Have a great week. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.